Well, we are following a deadly tragedy at sea involving migrants. The Red Cross says 41 people, including several children, died in a shipwreck near the Italian island of Lampedusa. The Red Cross spoke to the ship's 4 survivors who said the boat sank within an hour of departing Tunisia after it was hit by a big wave several days ago. Well, the survivors were rescued by a private vessel. This incident marks the latest in a string of tragedies occurring near Lampedusa, a major destination for migrants seeking to enter EU countries. Well, for more on this, let's bring in CNN's Ben Wiedemann, who is today in Rome. Ben, what do we know about those who have lost their lives, and what else are authorities saying about what happened?
Well, we don't know exactly how many people are missing and presumed dead. Now, this because these 4 survivors saying that they believe that there were 45 people on board this ship when it left, this boat actually, when it left the Tunisian port of Sfax late last week. Now, there haven't been any reports of any bodies being fished out of the sea, so this is an approximate number at this point. And keep in mind also that these people, these 4 survivors, reportedly 3 men and a woman, are probably fairly traumatized after this experience. They're now on the Italian island of Lampedusa, which is a major sort of gathering point for migrants and refugees who are rescued at sea in that area of the Mediterranean. Keep in mind, of course, that Lampedusa, this Italian island, is actually closer to Tunisia than it is to the Italian mainland. Now, the authorities, obviously, this is an ongoing situation, certainly particularly in the summer when the waters are somewhat calmer in the Mediterranean. This is when people tend to try to make this very dangerous crossing. Now, at this point, the numbers would indicate that we're headed for a record number of migrants and refugees arriving in Italy. So far this year, as of today, the 9th of August, nearly 94,000 people have reached the shores of Italy. That is twice the number from last year at this point in the year, and 3 times that number from the year before. Becky?
Is it clear why, at this stage, there are so many seeking what is so often such a deadly route?
Well, I mean, you really have to look at the big picture. And these people are coming from all sorts of places. They're coming from sub-Saharan Africa, from the Middle East, for instance. We're seeing that the 3rd largest number of migrants entering Italy this year is from Egypt. Egypt is a country that's obviously suffering from a profound economic crisis. People are coming from as far away as Bangladesh and Pakistan. What we're seeing is that there is a multiplicity of crises in all of these places, whether it's war, economic hopelessness, corruption, instability, is basically convincing these people that it's worth the risk of dying in the Mediterranean. And so far this year, more than 2,000 people have reportedly died, and of course that's probably a low estimate, trying to cross the Mediterranean. But obviously that risk is worth it in the opinion of many of these people, all of these people, more so than perhaps dying in a war in the Middle East or sub-Saharan Africa or elsewhere. So the problem, we focus on migrants and leaving Tunisia or Libya or whatnot, but obviously the real fundamental root problems are much, much larger, and they aren't being addressed. Becky?
Yep.